Well, hello and welcome back, everybody. Sunday here. It's going to be a beautiful day. We're going to have sunshine, and I'm going to try to move the camera there and go get you zoomed in. And what we're going to do today is we're going to follow back, and then we're going to go to pretty much a beginner lesson, because I noticed there's a lot of people new, just got their lap steels and got getting them set up and tuned up. And remember, I don't know why it is, but I noticed a lot of the new lap steels, when you buy them, they put these little tiny strings on them. And I'm recommending that the Dario EXL, let me reach over here and get it set up and show you. These are the strings that I'm using, and they're the EXL 148 pack. I get them from a place called Just Strings online. If you notice right there, it says it's for heavy drop C tuning, but there's the gauges on there. It goes from like 12 to 60. But that's been really working well for me. I've had good success with them, and I can tune the guitar in any tuning I want. And I have tried it, and you can get the strings good and tight or loosened up, and they sound good. Well, today, as usual, I'm tuning an open E. Now, open E tuning is what I recommend for our beginners, especially if you're a guitar player, because, and I'm going to show you, it's going to be the same thing as the big string and the little string on the guitar is an E and another E. And then a B, that's your next string on the guitar. So it's close tuned to the guitar. Alright, once you get your guitar in tune to open E, I'll put the tuning down here. It's going to be an E, a B, a E, a G sharp, a B, and an E. Right across there. Okay. Now, when you're playing, when you're playing your guitar, you put your fingers on right above the fret, so your fret catches your string. Well, on the lap steel, you need to put your bar on top, right over the fret. Alright, that's an F. And that's another thing. If you don't familiar with your neck, that's one of the first things you need to learn is your neck, just your notes. There's not but like 12 of them on there. I'll go through them and show you the first note, or the first chord, I should call it, would be a E. Alright, that's an E. So your first fret, what you think it's going to be? If you said an F, you was correct. The next fret, number 2, you might want to write this down. You can call it F sharp, or it could be a G flat. See what I'm saying? F sharp or G flat. Now, music, when they write it, is composed and wrote in either sharps or flats. So, when I was playing in the gospel quartet on the stage and the big bands and all, believe it or not, we played a lot, and I mean way half of our songs was played in A flat and E flat. And that's because most of the time that's the way the music was wrote, and the piano player was a piano player that read music, and she would read it out of the book, and she didn't. Most of the people that read out of the book are not very good at transposing music, and I'll get into what transposing is later. That means if your singer can sing a song in a certain key, let's say we got a couple of songs, well, we got a lot of songs we do in G, which is at the 3rd fret, and the songs may be wrote in a F or may be wrote in a A flat or B flat, but that pitch is just a little too high for his voice. So we transpose it over to the G. And so, but back to the fretboard, let's write this down. That's going to be F at the 1st fret. 2nd fret's going to be a F sharp or a G flat. 3rd fret is a G. The 4th fret is going to be a G sharp, or I actually call it A flat, but 4th fret A flat, 5th fret is an A, 6th fret is either a A sharp or a B flat. That's 6th fret. Number 7th fret is a B. And then when you go to the 8th fret, it can be a B sharp or a C. So, and then the 9th fret is a C sharp or a D flat. 10th fret is a D. 11th fret is a D sharp or a E flat. And the 12th fret is the same as open, it's an E. And then it starts over at the F, just like up here. So, there you have it. And another thing is, if you're new to music, and this is something that don't need to be stuck in your head, but there's a Nashville number system online that shows you what the 1, 4, and 5 chord is, and then you got different chords in between. 2 chords, 3 chords, and that's kind of way that they write the music for people that does a lot of transposing, because you can use the number system and it'll tell you what chord to play. And I'll go into that later in music theory, but right now I want you to keep something in mind. Let's say we're going to be playing in the key of G, and this is what I call a old-timey 1, 4, 5 chord song. Just strumming. Going to the C, then the D. Here's something to take note of, and this works on the guitar too. The 1 chord is a G. The 4 chord is going to be 6 frets away. Watch. 1. There's your C. And then the 5 chord of D is going to be 8 frets away from the G, or 3 frets away from the C. Alright, now if you're a guitar player like I am, you probably don't use finger picks unless you do use your thumb pick. Some of them do. But anyway, I played guitar all my life holding a pick between my fingers. Now the bar, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, your best bar is an animal type bar. This is a Dunlap bar. It's got an animal that fits your finger in there. Your finger goes on the side and your thumb pinches it and you hold it. And also these 2 fingers that are left swinging, we call them my dragon. Here I'm mute. And that's a good way I make my students practice doing this. And that's just muting with this hand. Now, and also I do palm muting like this. So, anyway, we playing in a G right now, so we would use a G chord for 1 chord. Alright, now what I done right there was a slide back, slide forward, and a skip string. See how I do it? I'm hitting strings 2 and 3. And then I'm hitting strings 2 and 4. No, I'm hitting strings 1 and 3, then 2 and 4. Or I'll use a pinch technique and slide it. See how that sounds? And all I'm doing is pulling up and pinching, putting my pick, my finger right here, like this, and skipping over. So I'm doing that, skipping, hitting strings 2 and 3, then 3 and 4. And then I reached over and grabbed that little string. Alright, so you need to learn that, and don't worry about all the other stuff that I teach in there, like that's a slant, but that's for a voicing sound, and you don't really have to do that if you play along with the band. That's a strumming technique. Just skip. All right, that's what I call hopping the strings. Another. All right, I'm sliding in and back. Then I'm throwing the note forward. When I went to that C, I paused at the A and the B. I went. Alright, another technique is a banjo roll. If you're a guitar player, you know that one. Hitting 2 strings on the downstroke and sliding in. Them strings 3 and 2. Then pulling up. Nice and easy and smooth. Alright. And then later on we'll get into hammer-ons. See how I'm doing it? I'm just... Pull off and slide. Sliding in and out. can learn them notes and then get your song in your head, play a G or something. It takes practice. It does. It takes practice. But learn where your strings are. So, pick smoothly and kind of pause at the 5th fret and the 7th when you're going down. Start it to come. See how that sounds pausing? And I was just pulling up on 2 strings there. See how I make it sound by backing it? Here it throw. And I was using the 15th fret G. If you learned that all the way through, you can remember it starts over again at the 12th fret as an E and an F and an F sharp, a G, an A flat, and an A, and B flat, and a B. And it just keeps on going till you get down there to the squealers. And when you're hammering on, I put that finger right there on the string with the bar. See that finger's coming down right there. This one. That keeps the string from ringing out like here when I don't use the fingers. Different notes on here. You got to learn them, know them, get familiar with them, get familiar with your now I'm pulling back and skipping, and this right here I was pushing forward. Below. Move it. Different sounds can be created with picking techniques. Or bar. That's exaggerating, but alright, well, I hope each and every one of y'all got something out of this little refresher course startup beginner lesson. And I do thank you for stopping by. If it helped, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you coming in, and I want to welcome all of our new members to Facebook. Lap Steel Guitars. Wishing each and every one of y'all having a great day, great week this week. I want to thank all my subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, go on down there and hit the subscribe button and subscribe up. Hit the bell notification and it'll notify you once we put a video. Remember, we do a video every Wednesday and every Sunday. We try to make it a musical lesson. In between, when it's a rainy, cold day, I can't get out and do much, I'll get back here and make another video, maybe guitar lesson, maybe just play the piano or something like that. But it pays to be diversible. Play the guitar, the banjo, the piano, and learn as many instruments as you can. And it'll help you, because I was in a band a long time ago, and by golly, I got to thinking after we was in it about 6 months, we had 6 guitars, and that was it, and a drummer, a bass player, and 5 guitars. And I'm like, you know what, we need something else versatile. So I knew a little bit about playing the keyboard, and I bought a keyboard and I started playing it in the band, and that's how I become a piano player or a keyboard player, because we needed something different to make the flow go smooth, a different instrument. So I got the keyboard and learned how to play the piano part on the music. And then that's when I started kind of opening up and learning how to read music also at the time, because of the notes on the piano. So anyway, get out there and learn something. You know, don't give up if you're struggling on something. Back up and study it again. Don't just say, well, I can't do that, and jump over it and pass. No. That ain't the way you learn. You learn by wanting to learn, and when you want to learn, you stay with it until you learn. All right. Have a great week, folks. We'll see you later.